This program is brought to you through the kind support of the Friends of That's What She Said. Support BCTV by visiting bctv.org/support.
It used to be great, now it's not so great, but it's still pretty great. Reading. Ate pretzels nonstop and pot pie no top. More dessert till we drop. Perks. Did they really say that? They did not say that. Yeah, they did say that. That's what she said.
Welcome to another fun episode of That's What She Said. Tonight, I'm wearing Couture by Diana Rigg. Some said Beyonce, but I'm old school. As you know, I'm Jane Street. This is
Sheila.
And it's not Martha.
No.
But I'm tall like Martha.
She
I'm
is.
tall like Martha.
Hi, I'm Elaine.
And thank you for coming and joining us in Martha's absence.
Thank
Martha,
you.
we wish you well.
We miss you,
she's
Martha.
under the weather, but she will, I'm sure, be back. But it's lovely to have Elaine with us again.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And I'm Nicole.
And of course, that usual house cleaning. Please, you may tweet us at she tweets to me, or call us at. You'd think I'd know this number by now, wouldn't you?
There it is up there.
There, I can't see that far. 610-378-0426. We love to hear from you, so tweet or call in. And, well, this is wonderful. Actually,
I love when people call us.
I do
Me
too.
too.
I think it's so much fun.
You know what we're going to do again this show? We're going to give away some more glasses. So
These cool glasses?
these wonderful, fabulous
Fancy.
TWSS. That's what she said. Glasses. Oh, and
what are we drinking? This is fun.
yes. What are we drinking tonight,
Pinot
Elaine?
Grigio.
Oh,
It's a 2014. Was supposed to be a great year for wine because it rained a lot.
good.
Yes, it's a Pinot Grigio.
Keep talking about the wine while I find my
And it
straw.
has a darling label.
I forgot my straw.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
not
really
quite
good.
sure where the grape was grown. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty good. I love,
digging
to
it.
go, to, I
I'm a
love to
fan.
go to the wine store and buy wine, and a lot of times the labels do make me pick it.
Same
if it's a
here.
really cool
if it's
label,
beautiful, I'll buy it,
yeah.
even if the wine might stink. I'll display the bottle somewhere.
And remember in the olden days when you would buy a twist off and people would think,
Ew,
"Ooh, it's
cheap."
cheap."
Yeah.
But that's not how it is anymore because now they're saying the twisties actually keep the wine better. Sometimes the corks get
Rot out.
rancid or
They
whatever.
rot, yeah.
So the romance isn't there. The cork provides a lot of romance, but the
pop.
twist off is nice. It's very convenient.
It is.
The cork was usually frustration for me.
And I
It's
have
like,
to
will
say,
break this.
regarding the label, that nothing creates death in a product like bad design. So good
Yeah.
design is all important. There's your tip for the night. Don't design badly. Well, here we are. We want to do a little shout out here. We have our first tweet. Our dear friend Jason reminds us that A Good Time for Life will be coming up March 1st. Let's see if I can.
What is that? What is a good time for? I've heard that
It's
before.
to support the Berks County Co-Wellness. Jason, call in and
Tell us what that is.
Tell us about it.
County Wellness Services. It's a very important organization in this area, and they have dinners all around the area. And unfortunately,
And then
I
the
can't.
restaurants contribute a certain amount of
that's
their earnings for the night, and it all goes to help this very good cause.
And there are raffles and.
We did this
Oh,
at Papillon
yeah.
one year, didn't
Yes,
you?
we
I
did.
thought so.
Yes.
a lot of really cool gift baskets that you can, put
Indeed.
buy tickets for.
But
yeah.
unfortunately, I can't find the website on here. So if you give us a call in, and we will tell us where people can go to. Well, I guess you could
Tweet
just.
us the
I guess
website
you
or
could
two.
just Google "A Good Time for Life" THYME. It's
Right.
tricky.
Yeah.
But that's
Like
March
the
1st,
spice,
and
right?
I
Yeah.
can't tell you how important and actually wonderful that event is. There are tons of restaurants in the area, and surely you will like to eat at one of them. All right. Well, my goodness, what do we have?
Busy night.
This clown car of an election
my
season we
goodness.
have going on.
You know, I
one
know
down.
it's important to vote, but
I mean, it
they're
is.
not giving us a lot of options
It
here.
is true. But I think, especially
slim
this
pickings.
year, it's incredibly important to vote.
For
Because,
the lesser of all evils, huh?
well, indeed.
Okay.
But it could be a season of crazy. It already is a season of crazy.
Yes, definitely. It's crazy already.
It's beyond me where we've gotten to in a country that we have the people we have running.
No, I totally understand it. I totally
Explain it to me, Nicole.
see that we are where we are. You know, you look at either side, you look at the Republican crazy, Trumpy wumpy, and you look at the Democratic side, which is rebellious, and that would be Bernie Sanders. And I know exactly why we're here. We're here because there's so much unrest and there's so much disillusionment. And so these two dark horses come in and people are like, I can get on board with that.
But is this not really a creation of the media? Because the
I
country
think
as
that's
a
a
whole
part of it
is doing
too.
pretty
Oh,
darn
absolutely.
good, I think.
I think there's ups and downs, but I think that people in general just are mad, and I'm not entirely sure why. But I want to look at a lot of those people and go, well, where have you been the last 20 years?
Right.
Because then if you haven't really been involved, then you're part of the problem. You know, if you haven't been vocal, if you haven't been voting, then you've allowed this situation to occur too. I just had an email war with my father this past week. Apparently he made me and my sister angry about different things in the same week.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Way to
my
go,
poor
Dad.
dad's batting 1,000 on that one. But I basically came to this conclusion, like at the base of everything, it is we the people. And if we, the people, do not step up and expect more of our servant leaders, and that's what they are servant leaders, and I think a lot of them have forgotten that concept.
Absolutely.
Then we are doomed to be under the control of these people that are there for themselves and not for us. But if we demand a better sort of leader, a better leader will come. And I think right now what's coming is the radical, the rebellious.
I don't know. Don't you think it's really hard for decent people to come forward to run
Yes.
for president? Because
Yes. Sure,
they're
the
gonna be
media
under major
absolutely
fire.
Yes.
rips them apart for
Absolutely.
everything. You know, I am not a Trump supporter. I want to make that clear. However, I just want to say, I was reading an article the other day about how Trump is going to reverse the gay marriage vote as soon as he gets into the office. That was what was splashed across the headline.
Then
But
that's
when you
gonna
read the
alienate a lot of
article,
people in
it
the first
said,
place.
but listen, it said nothing about that in the article. My point is, in the media, you know, certain stations and whatnot have their own agenda too. So
This
you
is
have to
true.
really be careful about what you're reading and what
need
you're
to
really
read everything. You
exactly
need to
because
really
like I
learn
said,
what you're knowing.
I'm not a Trump supporter by any means. But when I read that article, I'm like, this doesn't really even sound like him because he grew up in New York City, which is generally an open place. And so I read the article, and then afterwards I saw many comments how, you know, that it was totally distorted. So
I mean, I think a lot of people are getting their information from headlines.
I
don't
agree.
think anybody, a
Nobody's
large
really
part of
following
this
through with
country
the
is
story.
digging down into what the story actually is.
Or they're getting it from BuzzFeed.
We have a home viewer.
We have a home
Hey,
viewer.
home viewer.
Who's there? Welcome to That's What She Said. Who's on the line with us?
Hey, I'm Christopher,
What? Sorry?
I'm sorry. You're
and I got a question. I am a gay, but I don't know how out the closet. I'm very creative, but I don't know how me show to everybody how creative I want it, and I don't know why somebody judge me. And I explained that you cannot be have to careful with who I am. It's not what I do. If I do something right, I don't know why the person say something about me. I don't know. I want you to explain. Somebody see, and my mom is here, and I want you to explain how it is, or you have to respect who I am. In this case, I'm not gay.
Well, I'm not quite sure I grasp it, what you're asking, but I think the brunt of it is that people need to just accept other people. And there's does this
Differences
sound
make
like
the world go round. I think.
differences do make the world go around, and we are all put on here in this earth for a wonderful purpose, which generally we don't know at any point in time. But you have to, I think, listen to your heart and know that you are a very wonderful worthwhile person. All of us are. We all have our spot. We all have our thing that we do. And in the end, it doesn't matter what other people say. It hurts. It definitely, people can wound with their words and with their actions. But in life, we just have to learn to be tough in our skin and just say, they don't matter. Because in the end, they don't. Because if people are not making you happy, and if people are not dealing with you on a level in which you want to be dealt with, then cut them out of your life.
There you go.
My favorite quote in the whole wide world is, how boring the sounds of the forest would be if every bird sang the same song.
Right.
That's absolutely
great.
wonderful.
Well, I was an English major, so.
I like Taylor Swift's "Haters Gonna Hate," so shake it off, shake it off.
That's very eloquent too, Nicole.
Very eloquent.
Very eloquent.
I hope that in some way offered you some hope, some advice. I don't know. We're just a bunch of crazy ladies doing our best
watching,
to get through the night. But thank you. Yes, thank you so much for your call. Well, where were we? Oh. Well.
We were talking about voting.
Any more to continue on that?
I need to let it go, or I'll just get angry.
Nicole's gonna get in another fight.
There is not enough wine here tonight to keep me calm.
Yes, I'm sure the voting topic will be on many times throughout the season. So
We've got
roll that tape.
I couldn't really get what you saying.
Okay, well, Martha isn't here. So I guess I'm going to rant. And I think I may have ranted about this before, but I don't know. So because I'm old and feeble-minded, I'm going to rant about it now. And it's one of those things that just drives me nuts on Facebook.
Uh-oh.
And I love Facebook sporadically. As you know, if you follow me on Facebook, Jane Street.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. But I constantly see, well, one, there's the game requests. I don't like playing with people, so stop the game requests. I'm not going to play with you. I don't care if you get extra points for inviting me. Just stop it.
You're getting on
Because
Jane's
it's
nerves.
annoying. And I know I can switch it off, but I shouldn't have to take action to avoid your rudeness. So, all right. The next thing is constant posts. Share this and you'll prove you're my friend.
Oh my God.
Share this and if I have to share something on Facebook to prove that I am your friend, clearly you don't think we're friends. So
Bye.
Just know that I love you all. Anyone who's a friend with me on Facebook, I love you, and
We are
please,
not sharing.
We are not sharing. None of us.
No games and no sharing.
No games, no sharing.
Well,
none
we
of us.
still love you.
Because we don't. What kind of life is it where you have to prove yourself constantly on an electronic media that you're a friend?
Yeah.
That's it. Take the outro.
Good rant.
Feel better, Jane?
I do.
was a weight off your shoulders.
I feel much better now. I do. This will be a wonderful segue. I did bring, in addition to a snack table tonight. This is what happens when you. It's what happens when you let me go out and get the snacks. We have ring bologna cheese, key lime cookies. Thank you, Steve Owen, if you're watching. He's a dear friend in Florida who gave us the key lime cookies and some crackers, and of course, whipped cream. Because nothing says TV like whipped cream.
Oh, wow. Whipped cream shot.
Oh,
You gotta upend it a little more. Take it from a pro.
Nicole's done this before.
I don't know what you're talking about.
now don't touch your lips to it.
I am averse to whipped cream.
Oh.
Pass.
Passing.
All right.
I
Don't think that doesn't mean I don't love you. I am also
Looks,
adverse.
looks like it's
I
Nicole
love
and I
you. It's
hitting
the
the whipped
whipped
cream all night.
If I
It's the
put it
whipped
on a
cream.
piece of
Actually, I'm good now. We could talk about politics again. I'm totally chill.
That wiped out all the anger, that whipped cream.
All the anger went out in that whipped cream.
But that is,
Oh,
that is
dairy
the perfect
products.
segue. The Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition with the plus size model on the cover.
And she's gorgeous.
She's really gorgeous.
I did not
Gorgeous.
see that.
Well, I do have to say, in what world is she a plus size model?
She looks amazing to me.
She's
Yeah.
she's just
in
a
a bikini.
gorgeous,
I wish I was that
absolutely
plus
wonderful
size.
woman.
Right?
I wish we had a copy, but we didn't think that far ahead.
Google her. She looks amazing.
Yes, Google swim site is
I think I don't know, something about a plus size 16 or something, but
indeed.
yeah, but she's amazing. She looks great. I think
does.
she looks
She did.
beautiful.
And about time.
Yeah.
I'm down. You eat that whipped cream, girl.
That's
Put your
right.
bathing suit on, in water, and be sexy.
That's what I say about plus size.
Yeah.
I want to know since when is size 16 a plus size?
Well, thank you very much.
But it is. I mean,
really?
But what does it? This, and again, I guess this is the world. But this is again, and I hate to keep going back to saying it's the media's fault, but
it
we
is.
are trained to think there's a certain kind of beauty, and that beauty is slim, blemish-free. I mean, look at it transfers to the food. We won't eat an apple with a blemish on it, so it goes.
Yeah.
It gets thrown away and wasted because people won't buy it. What is this obsession with
Perfection.
Nobody is perfect.
And who
People
created
put
Making
that
people
standard?
crazy. I think it's making the younger generation crazy.
Well, I think
totally
you know.
is.
I just had an experience the other day. I have lunch duty right now, which actually hasn't been this bad this year.
You're
But
a lunch lady.
no, I'm not a lunch lady. I have lunch duty. I have to stand there and make sure they don't throw things, which
Yeah,
is
no
the most
food
ridiculous
fights.
concept to me. Like, just eat your food and then go back to class. and
Nicole
don't be
wants
ridiculous.
to start the food fight.
No, I don't want to come near it. But I was talking to this one
That would be
student of
me.
mine. I forget who it is. Sweet girl. She's beautiful, inside and out, lovely girl. And I made some comment to her, and I was self-deprecating in it about my size. And I was like, girl. And she looked at me and she goes, you know what, though, Miss Weaver, you work what you got. And I was like, yeah,
Yes,
girl.
right?
I was like, thank you. And I looked at her, I was like, she totally was accepting and loving of me as I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, good for you, teenager. Like, you're starting to get it,
She
that
gets
people
it.
are people, and we are who we are, and
And it is
just-
what it is. Like,
Yeah.
stop it already.
if she was in one of my classes, she'd just have an A forever. Love her. But it's that good mentality that I think is starting to pervade in some parts of this new generation. That makes me happy. They're starting to get it.
Well, indeed. And again, going back to the bird, how boring would this be if we were all the same?
Very.
I mean, and just bouncing wildly into it, I heard that they're working on genetically modifying babies to
Yeah, to make
get-
their color, the eye color and
yes,
hair color,
and
or
to
gender.
prevent diseases.
Wasn't there
but-
someone
Oh.
once upon a
Crazy.
time who had that same idea?
Who did that?
A designer baby.
Who was that who wanted a perfect race?
Who could have that been?
Oh, that guy with the mustache. I remember him. Yeah,
Like, God.
that guy with the mustache. Yeah.
I just while we were chatting, it is goodtimeforlife.org. GOODTHYMEFORLIFE.org. I'm sure you had a pencil for that. Anyway, yes. Oh, I'm being told we're going way off topic and should get back to the list here. But
Raina too.
but we're having so much fun going off topic.
We always do.
Speaking of women, Lady Gaga.
She's awesome.
Well,
I love her.
I'm of two minds.
what are they?
Oh, tell us
The only
about
one who took
them.
the bait, we're like, what?
Get the whipped cream first.
All right, fine. I like her a lot. I actually was, when I was putting on my face this evening, I was listening to her older stuff, and I think she's an amazing talent. She's a phenomenal musician.
Yes.
She's supportive of so many different causes, and she believes in the unity of people. But lately, the things I've seen her do are mashups of other people's styles. The national anthem that she sang,
Yeah.
she appropriated like 12 different performers' styles into that one song. And I just wanted, it's just, can you just sing? because you're a phenomenal talent. You don't need to take on all this other stuff. And
I wonder if people even notice that they're doing that, because like I think every artist is influenced by other artists.
Yeah,
anyway.
and I thought that was the most. I always thought that was one of the more raw performances of her. Like I think that lately she's been more on her vocal side than the pomp and circumstance of it. And I was of two minds, because I saw the Super Bowl national anthem. I was like, Gaga, yeah. And then I saw the David Bowie, and I was like,
that was a little bit
I was
hit and
not
miss for me.
as big of a fan of that one, but I respect that she's evolving and trying new things. I mean, this is the woman who showed up to the Grammys in a
meat
egg
dress.
and a meat dress, and now she's
dress.
showing up in like
Oh, we have a call.
We do.
Prada and all this, and I like her. I like her.
Hello, home caller. Welcome to That's What She Said. Who do we have? Turn your...
I had to turn my volume down.
Yes.
This is Maria.
I was just going to say that. Who's there with us? Are you there?
I'm here. My name
Okay,
is
who do we
Maria.
have?
Can she hear us?
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right.
We can hear
We
you.
can
What's
hear
your
you.
name?
My name is Maria.
Ah, welcome. What's,
Maria.
Thank you. Hello.
what's up?
Well, I've got very strong opinions about Lady Gaga.
Do you
Well,
love
and
her?
I think you're totally off the mark.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Tell us about it.
Yes. She is one of the most gifted performers that
She-
has graced this God-given earth.
She is. I just want her to perform as her, not as a bunch of other people.
Now,
I
Maria,
don't
did you
agree
watch
with
her on
you.
American Horror Story?
That I haven't
Pardon me?
seen yet.
Did you watch her on American Horror Story?
I did not, but I've heard her in many interviews.
Oh, you should.
She-
I recommend it highly.
Yeah, she reached a whole new
was,
level.
Yeah, she was mind-blowing on
Oh,
that
she
show.
was so
if you're a
good.
fan, you need to check her out on that show.
She is a true Renaissance woman. And her performance at the Super Bowl was absolutely God-sent.
All right.
Oh, that's a
Well,
rave review.
clearly I am in the minority here.
You know, Jane, I think
But
that
that's what makes...
But everyone has
because
Exactly.
you have a musical background, you probably critique things a little bit more deeper maybe than some of the others, some of us that are older. But I was a little afraid. I thought if she comes out and does something crazy with the national anthem, you know, not that I'm not into fun, but I was a little concerned. I thought she did a beautiful job because
I thought so.
she kind of made it her own, but yet kept to a traditional national anthem. And I thought her outfit was perfect. And
know,
I
I
loved
loved
at
it.
the end when she went like this. I thought it was great. Yeah,
It was powerful.
but that's okay.
Indeed. And that's, again, that's what makes the world go round. We have wonderful opinions, and if we didn't differ, then how boring would
I
life
don't
be?
think your opinion was bad. You were just noticing something a little bit more deeper because you know music a little bit better than
Oh.
the rest of us, I think.
Well, thank you.
me, certainly. I'll speak for myself.
On that, I'll have another story.
Cheers to
There
that.
are very
But I
few
must say, I think Lady Gaga's performance was way up there for me with Whitney Houston and also Faith
Wow.
Hill. Faith Hill was one
Faith
of my
Hill was really
favorite.
good, too.
Yeah,
And I-
and I thought Whitney Houston's was quite beautiful too. So those are the ones I really remember that really made an impression on me.
Now, are you still with us on the phone there? No. Okay.
Well, thanks for calling
Thank
in.
you for
Maria.
calling. All right. Well, clearly, we're going to move on from that before I get stoned. Well, we recently had... Oh, let me actually throw this in here. There's a... We have a cause that we... Excuse me, Jamie's giving me instructions from off counter. Because...
Jamie doesn't like the paper.
Jamie hates the paper. We have a situation here, and we just want to throw this out there into the world. Well, why don't you tell us about it, Nicole?
My darling kitty Simone, she's sweet and adorable. She is, I adopted her in 2006 and I love her dearly, but I think she's having some issues now that David is mobile. She's got some anxiety issues, and
For those who don't know, David is her...
is my son. Yes,
2-year-old?
sorry, my almost 2-year-old son. And Simone she's a beautiful cat. She has to have some blue Russian in her because she's got beautiful fur, just like a blue Russian cat. She's shy, but she's very loving and sweet. And I don't want to just give her up because I made a commitment to her too. But I feel like my home is not the most positive place for her right now because of my son's mobility, and I'd love to find her a loving home. I have been in talk with someone who showed interest, but I haven't heard from that person in a while. So I just want to find her a place where she can be happy and have people that just love her and dote on her and not be stressed out all the time.
Well, there is Kitty Prozac. You could give her Kitty Prozac.
Well,
help her with her nerves.
Let's talk about the one time I tried to really brush her, and that ended up with antibiotics for a week and a half.
If you know someone who would love to be
yeah.
a loving home for this kitty who doesn't have a child and is just in a calm home, please contact us through our website. That's what she said online.com or twss.tv. It'll lead you to the same place. And just find an email us link there, and we'll get the info to Nicole. Because
Operation De-Stress Simone.
Indeed, because Simone needs a happy life.
She does.
What did you say?
Poor
She was
baby.
8 years old
She's
now.
about 8 now, yeah.
Well, that's hopefully something will come of that. Now,
Never seen a baby before.
She's freaked out by it.
Aw.
what do we think about the Columbine shooter's mother interview?
Oh, wow.
It's I don't think I've fully processed everything about it. I mean, this all happened
A long time ago.
when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And so
You make me feel so old.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what to say. Somebody else go.
Well, interestingly enough, there's a new book about from the mother of the gentleman who shot the girls in the
Amish
Amish
girls.
school too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
and about forgiveness and how she was bowled over by that community's willingness to just open their hearts.
That was
and
amazing.
It
That
was
is amazing. That's a really difficult
that's-
thing to forgive.
Yeah, and that one has been more. That one's been easier for me to sort of work through.
I think parents of the people that do these awful things, I mean, they often face backlash too. So,
Yeah.
They do.
they have a
often
side to
say-
explain too.
I only saw a little bit of that interview, so I can't really comment on it. But I have to say, whenever this stuff happens, I feel so sorry. I don't know if it was my kid that was killed or my kid that was the killer. I don't know which is worse.
Exactly.
Honestly,
It's
I
just
don't
as
know
bad.
which is worse because they're both horrific beyond anything you can imagine.
I mean, I remember at my school, they brought in speakers to talk about drunk driving. And they brought in a mother whose son was killed by a drunk driver. They brought in the driver and the driver's mother.
Oh, wow.
And because it happened during spring break. And so it was part of what they had decided. And the two mothers were friends. And I remember sitting there, and at the time I didn't have a child or thought of a child on the horizon, but now I've tried to put myself in both sides, and it's
a horrible
it
situation
emotionally
for everybody.
it emotionally brings me to a place that I don't think I can handle quite yet. I don't know how I deal with either
everything
one.
ever happens.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
it's scary to think of. It's scary, and then I do think about what if something happened in my school? How would I react? Would I what would I do? Would I be thinking more of my child and getting home to him, or all of the children that I had in my school? So I can't
You
do
would never
it.
know what you would do until you were in
can't
the
do it.
situation.
Yeah.
Indeed,
and you
that's
react.
Exactly,
and
yeah.
that's a common theme we often say.
Yeah. That's a
You can
primal
plan-
instinct.
You
You
can
know what
plan
you would like
everything.
to
Yeah.
think you would do, but you really don't.
Yes.
And so the
Nobody
whole idea of
can know
forgiving that, like I don't hold those parents accountable, but then to a certain degree, I think I do. Why didn't you see? But it's hard to see. I mean,
Let's
yes,
see if
I
our
know.
home viewer has anything to
that's
say.
what-
Yeah,
on this, and then
okay.
we'll come back.
That's like-
Hello, who's with us?
Hi, my name's John.
Hi, John. What's up?
I just wondering, when the general election comes, I'm pretty sure it's going to be between Hillary and that other guy, Donald Trump. Who do you vote for?
Oh, I would have to say I just.
That's a tough one.
I mean, I would have to say Hillary because I think she's less volatile and at least I'm pretty sure I know her positions. Donald Trump changes his positions depending on who he's talking to.
Yeah.
So I think that's the safer bet. I don't know. Throw it out to.
I agree. I mean, he comes up with some pretty outlandish ideas, and Hillary. I mean, she has her own agenda as well sometimes.
Oh,
but,
yeah, she has her own agenda.
But if you got to pick the lesser of two evils, I'm going with Hillary.
I can't even say. I couldn't stand the thought of either, actually.
I couldn't either. That's all.
I mean,
I hesitated to answer
so many
that.
years,
But
you think I'm going to pick the worst of. I'm going to pick the better of the two evils, but this year I don't know. It's sort of like 4 evils.
there's not a lot
For
to
different
choose from.
reasons.
Let's
for
turn that
different
table
reasons.
back. Who would you pick of the two? Oh, John, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
All right. Who would be your choice of the two?
Definitely Hillary.
I
Slim
you know,
pickings.
in the end, the definite positives we can say about Hillary is she isn't insane. She isn't a racist. And the things that the hatred that Mr. Trump urges in his audience is just frightening to me.
Yeah.
This mob mentality that he foments. And just on that basis of the amount of hate and anger he's dealing with and fomenting, I have to go with Hillary in that choice.
I think my biggest issue would be which president, because at the end of the day, yeah, the president is the president, but there's a system in place so that the president isn't the end-all be-all.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
The president
Congre-
gets the blame or the praise for everything, but yet
Right.
there's a whole system
But
around them.
the president needs, or I'm sorry, the Congress needs to step up and say, look, whoever this president is, we're here to work.
Well, this is
And we're here to get things done and work together and not stop things just for our own personal agenda. We're here
Amen.
to make this country move forward. And what president could do that better? I feel like probably Hillary would be the better one to
sure.
bring that Congress together. So I think that's where I go on. I think Trump would alienate more than he would bring together in unity.
indeed.
that-
Thank you for your question, John. That
was a good question.
That
That
was
was a good
excellent. Thank
question.
you.
I think a lot of people are going to be wrestling with that decision.
Indeed.
relatively
Yeah, if it comes
soon.
down to that.
But that's good observation.
Indeed.
Thanks.
And that's, all right, fine. Getting the waving of the finger.
We got things to do.
Well, roll that tape.
It's dirty. It's wet. It's green. It's Nicole's Greenhouse Confessions.
Awkwardly holding hands in soil. So, some greenhouse confessions. My students and I will start planting this week, and so it got me to thinking that maybe you guys are feeling a little cabin fever and just wishing when you can get outside again. And someone told me a long time ago that winter is the time for dreaming. Because this is where you sit and imagine, what am I going to do this year in my garden? So it gets me excited as I think about all the things I want to do. So a couple of things I want to talk about. This is a great time, especially with the weather warming up a little bit. This is a great time to clean up your yard a little bit, get rid of some dead branches. If you grow vining plants, if you grow grapes or berries, this is a great time to trim and trellis, to tie back and get them
cutting strip
organized.
now?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
It's not too cold.
If you have fruit trees, this is a great time to put on like a copper sulfate kind of thing to help with issues that arise in the spring. But you got to do it before it blooms, so this is the right time. But more so, this is the time to start thinking about, what am I going to do this year? What am I going to get started? This year, my goal, now that my son is a little bit older and I can function as a human being a little bit more, I want to start vertical gardening. So I'm looking at building a trellis structure so that I can start some vertical gardening.
Oh, wow.
And another cool thing that I urge you guys to think about is some companion planting. Look it up. It's called companion planting, and it's where you specifically put crops together. It's kind of a system. In the United States, we do what's called monocropping. So we do fields and fields of wheat and fields of corn. But in a lot of other countries, they do polycropping. So on 1 acre of land, they'll have 10 different things they're growing. And they grow them together in a way that's beneficial for everything. So, for example, if you grow herbs with some of your vegetables, like mint with cabbage, mint helps to flavor the cabbage, and also helps to keep it's like a natural pest deterrent, kind of like planting, like marigolds around your garden. Another thing, like tomatoes, I did write this down because I didn't want to forget it. Tomatoes grow very well with carrots, celery, cucumbers, onions, and peppers. And tomatoes and peppers are a very common combination, but do not plant them next to corn or potatoes. So if you look up companion planting, there's all kinds of charts that you can look at and of what to plant together. It's a really cool idea because they actually, it's this great, like, beneficial, mutualistic kind of thing. They work together with nutrients and pest resistance and look it up, try it. So this is the thing I'm dreaming of right now.
It's just not flavors that might mix, it's also the nutrients that they
it's
share.
Soil chemistry, it's pest deterrent, it's a whole lot of things that go together that make them good garden mates. And
I'm thinking of giving Nicole seeds and letting you have at
I'm
it.
excited. Yeah, and you know what? If you don't have a garden of your own, come on over and work in mine for a little while. Pull some weeds, or else just play with David so that I can do it.
I can do that.
But this is the time to dream. Planting is going to start very, very soon. But start to imagine what it's going to look like. Draw it out. Get your plan and make it happen. Make that little backyard garden yours and just have fun with it.
Now, can I? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, all the magazines, Better Homes and Gardens, and a lot of the ladies' magazines have all kinds of great ideas for herb gardens. And I think herb gardens are so useful if you like to cook, to be able to pull the herbs. But so many cute ways of doing it vertically.
Yeah,
a lot of different cute ways of doing it.
Yeah, what I'd really love is in the spring and summer just to have just a tiered planter with different herbs. Just pop out, grab what you need, throw it on. And in the winter, you can grow those items inside if you have like a little mud room or something with a nice window. Actually, bathrooms are the best place to grow plants in the winter because they're nice and warm. They've got more humidity in them.
I saw an herb garden like in a shoe rack, one of those that you hang over the door.
Yeah, you do almost anything. Yeah,
which I thought was so
anything.
cute. I always buy the little kits at like CVS.
And you know where I get my best
The seeds.
ideas? We take walks with David when it's a little bit warmer, and then if I see people out in their gardens, I stop and talk to them, and we walk back through the alleys because it's easier than managing a toddler on sidewalks. So we walk back through the alleys in our neighborhood and out. I talked to this guy who knows asparagus. And he talked to me for 25 minutes.
He knows
I mean, this man knows asparagus. But it was
Don't get
cool.
on asparagus. Jamie's asparagus bed died
I've
last
heard
year.
the tales of asparagus.
this is
I am
a-
not
this
an
is a hot
asparagus
button.
person.
This
I
is
mean, I'm not good at
sensitive.
growing it, but.
I'm good at
He was good at growing it till we had that really ridiculous winter last year
and that was
wiped
the
it
end of
out.
that.
And
that's
play
a
that
shame.
outro.
It's dirty. It's wet. It's green. It's Nicole's Greenhouse Confessions.
Yeah, who knew?
All right, and we're coming back with a home viewer on the line. Hello, welcome to That's What She Said. Who do we have?
This is Kate.
Hi,
Hi,
Kate.
Kate.
Can we turn the volume up just a little bit? There we go.
I have one thing to say, that the whole country is going to get this wrong. The best person out there running is Dr. Ben Carson. He doesn't talk ugly about anybody. He's a smart man, and he will get it right. And everybody's going to bypass him, and we're in trouble.
Ben Carson does seem like a really nice, gentle soul.
Thank you, Kate.
I think he seems like a really nice, gentle soul. I don't know
much about him.
I don't
know.
either. I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously intelligent. He was a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
But he seems like a really nice guy. But you're right, he has fallen behind in the polls.
Indeed. That's his Kasich, who also seems to be a nice, although apparently he just defunded Planned Parenthood in his home state. So,
Nicole has
but
some feeling about that.
Move on.
but on to a more less controversial subject. What do we binge watch? Binge watching is just so.
Oh gosh.
Oh well, I'm so.
so
no,
obsessed with
Jamie
food
just
now.
wait. Jamie just grabbed his head because I forgot I was supposed to do something else.
Glasses.
It is time to
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
give
we're
away
giving
glasses.
stuff.
That's what she said. Glasses are set to
You're
the
so awesome.
third.
Come on, Aunt Betty
Call,
Jo, call in.
caller who calls in 610-378-0426. Get those phones ringing.
It feels so good in your hands.
And we will.
Right?
Yes, it does.
Especially
We will-
when you have little hands.
feel
Like, I have midget
I
hands,
know.
and I know Nicole does too because we're both
I feel so
short people.
classy.
We will chat about binge watching TV till we have a winner. Oh.
Well,
There's
I
one.
binge watch Law and Order SUV.
Ah,
I mean, I could watch like 8, 12 episodes in a row.
Really?
I watch them, repeat. I've seen some episodes 4 or 5 times. I still watch
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'm currently binge watching Bates Hotel.
Oh my gosh,
is
that's
that
mine.
good?
Creepy.
It's fun.
Making a Murderer. My husband and I
I
watched
still
that
haven't
all
seen
in
that.
one
I
haven't
weekend.
either.
It was fascinating. But I'll tell you, it could get you really, really angry. That's for sure.
Really?
But it was fascinating.
That's wonderful.
When David was first born and we had like the craziest hours, we binged watched Game of Thrones like
Yeah.
nobody's
Oh my
business.
gosh, that's so
and now
funny.
we're just like, next season!
Hurry up, right?
Yeah.
My thing, well, in addition to American Horror Story, because I don't always miss it, and I have to watch it like a week,
I have to
months
wait till
worth
the
at a
next
time.
season is on
Yeah.
Netflix because
My
I
oth-
don't get that channel.
Oh, that's a shame. My other guilty pleasure is Food Network. I don't know why. I just do. Like it doesn't. Not one show
Oh.
in particular. I just like watching it.
I lost Food Network. We gave up cable.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of like a stick it to Comcast.
You can watch it
a
at
little
my
bit.
house.
It appears.
Oh, we have a home.
Oh, who's on?
Oh, we
who's
have a
on with
winner.
us?
It's Christina.
Congratulations, you have a lovely set of. That's what she said.
Cheers.
Glasses.
Cheers.
It's about time. Thank you.
You're gonna love them.
Just don't put them in the dishwasher.
Don't let the baby touch them.
Make sure they get your address. Well, I'm sure Sheila knows it.
I do. I can hand deliver these.
Do you want to hand deliver them?
Sure.
All right. Never mind. We'll get them to you that
I'll
way.
bring them to you.
Just
Thank
you.
Thank you for
Love
watching,
you.
darling.
I love that.
So
Yay,
where were we?
Christina won. That makes me
Indeed,
so
that's
happy.
great.
Is she a friend of yours?
She is. She's one of my besties.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You could have a party, put all your glasses together.
Right?
You'll have enough for
Hey,
everyone.
we do have a party coming up this weekend. We have
There
our
you
girl
go.
weekend this weekend, so.
Oh, I just wanted to say, Jamie has a special rule about binge watching. He won't binge watch a show till it's entirely
Completely
complete.
over.
I
Because he
don't
does-
blame
He
you
wants
one
to see it
bit.
all at once, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
He
you
was
don't want to
watching
miss
Mad
Okay
Men
with that.
and thought it had ended, and then found out there were 6 episodes left.
It ruined
And he was-
everything.
And then
Now
we
you
had
have
to
to
wait
start from the
months for
beginning,
like,
right? Did you have to start over?
I remember when The Office, many years ago, The Office was on for like 5 seasons, and we had never seen it. My son, who was in high school at the time, encouraged us to watch it. So we binge watched it, our whole family binged. Then at the end, it was all done. So we started watching like the blooper films and the this and that. And my
I
son
love
said,
blooper reels.
Mom, we're living on the vapors.
There's such a sadness when a series ends that you love, because I loved
It's
Parks
like a
and Rec.
breakup.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved Parks and Rec. My husband and I loved it. It's a great show, totally underrated. And the end happened, and we watched the finale. I'm bawling the whole way through. I'm like, this is so beautiful. My husband's like, what is wrong with you?
It's a show.
It's a show.
Stop it.
You do get to know those characters,
Yeah.
It's like a
I'm not
breakup.
seeing it. I'm told there's a tweet, but
There it is.
there. Becca says now Christina and she can entertain properly
That's right.
with their matching sets of glasses.
We'll bring the glasses to our girl night on Saturday.
and roll that tape. It's over there. Nicole's got the surprise tonight.
It's nothing about monkeys. I'm sorry.
Well, surprise.
Sorry. Okay, I'm really proud of it though, because teacher me, this is like, all right. So, because of the month that we're in, where President's Day just happened, and with the election year, I thought it might be fun to quiz you ladies on some presidential trivia.
Oh!
Okay, so first of all, I'd like everyone to know that I found out tonight that President's Day is not an official thing. Really? It was celebrated as George Washington's birthday, and several times they tried to make it a federal holiday, but most states just accept it as President's Day, but it's not actually a thing.
I think it's a thing because it's a bank holiday and I get a day off.
Well,
so
Yeah,
I mean, it's a thing for you.
President's
Okay, so question number 1. Who was the oldest president to take office? Who was the oldest when
Was
they
it
took
Ronald
office?
Reagan?
Okay, your answer is Ronald Reagan.
Do we each have to give an answer?
No, you don't. You
Every
don't.
proof-
Ronald Reagan is correct.
Wow, okay, I was going to say George Bush.
Reagan was
old was
nearly
he?
70 when he took office.
Wow.
The next in line was Buchanan, who was 65, and Bush Sr. comes in third at 64.
So I wasn't
Buchanan,
that
our
far
only
off.
Pennsylvania president.
There you go.
I hope that wasn't one of
We
yours.
had to have one. No, you're good. Okay, so that was the oldest. Now, who was the youngest to take office?
Kennedy.
And this is kind of a
Yes.
trick question.
Oh.
No.
Wow.
It was actually Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy?
He was 42 when he took office, but he
snap.
took office after the death of his predecessor. Kennedy was the youngest elected president.
Oh.
So
Trick question.
you weren't completely wrong. You
Was
weren't
Teddy
completely
Roosevelt
right.
ever young?
He doesn't seem young.
At one time, he
and
was
then-
42.
Shout out to my friend for this piece of information. When Teddy Roosevelt was a young wee lad, who probably still looked like he was 70, he had asthma, which was not easily treated. So he actually would go through exercises and basically trained his body out of asthma.
Get out.
This is the
You can
trivia
do
apparently.
How
And
come
then
they
the
can't do
third
that
youngest
now?
was Clinton at 46.
Huh.
There you go.
Oh, Clinton. I never even thought about him.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Obama's a couple numbers down the line. He didn't make top 3.
That surprises
That
me because
does
I thought he
surprise
was
me.
younger than 46.
What is the most common name for our presidents? What is the most common first name for our
John?
presidents? John's a good guess,
John is a good guess.
But clearly not right.
but not right.
George.
George is also a good guess.
Thomas.
It's top 4. John and George are top 5. James is correct. Very
James.
good.
Okay.
Oh, says James.
James is one of my favorite names. So James, there are 6 presidents who had the first name of James.
Wow.
And then
Name
it
them.
goes James, James, and James. And then it goes John, William, and George.
Huh.
So
James
it's almost-
Buchanan. James Madison. Somebody help me out here.
I can't.
Okay, question number 4.
Yeah, really, I can't.
Who's
Anyway.
the first president to live in the White House?
The second one, Adams.
Adams.
John Adams. Very good. And how
guys are
many?
good.
I
Before,
know.
before
I'm just
that, it
going to
was red.
sit back and watch and learn.
Little known fact, before that, the White House was red, so it was the Red House.
That is very little known.
Indeed.
And how many presidents have served more than 2 terms?
Oh, that's a tough one.
4.
I was going to say 2.
More than, Teddy Roosevelt.
None?
I would say 1.
Is that a nun fist?
One.
Yes.
George Washington served 2 terms and then said no man should serve more than 2. So it was sort of an unwritten gentleman's rule up until FDR, who served 4 times. And the reasoning was it was over the war, so you needed a consistent leader during that time. But after he was done with those 4 terms, people were like, no,
That's
2's good. So there you go, President Trivia.
I think,
Well-
I think they should put term limits on senators and congressmen.
Well, I think
also.
so too. And take us out.
I feel enlightened.
Let's
I
see.
do. I didn't know a lot of that stuff. I really do. I wasn't being
Oh,
sarcastic.
sorry.
I
I was
researched it.
I was looking at my list.
So we've all got
Which
in school.
Jamie doesn't like it because it does that.
It makes ruffles.
Ruffles
Sounds
in
like-
my microphone. We had another call, another tweet about binge watching, and Becca likes Blue's Clues.
Yes.
I don't know.
Nico likes
I don't know that
Blue's
she
Clues.
likes it, but
You know what?
she binge watches
We
it
binge
because
watch
she has to.
Octonauts like it's our job, or
What?
Aquanauts.
What?
Or
Aquanauts.
Octonauts. It's this really cute show about these underwater, like they're polar bears and dogs and stuff that are underwater, and they learn about all these animals. And they do this cool little song at the end. It's called Creature Report. It's great. Creature
We had some great
Report.
interaction tonight from home viewers.
We
That's
did.
great.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, we've been
It's a-
blowing up all night. I
Yeah,
love it. I
I'm
love when
digging that.
happens.
Indeed. And if you haven't called in and you want to, you can do it at 610-378-0426, or I always have the Twitterer in my hand. She tweets to me. And my goodness, let's see ooh, we're running out of time here.
Yeah, we don't have
oh
much
my
long.
goodness. Oscar predictions. Have you who's
I saw The
seen what?
Revenant. Oh,
I haven't seen that
I
yet.
heard
Good.
it's fantastic.
oh, if that man did not win that little statue this year, I'm
Cole is gonna throw.
Leo DiCaprio.
Oh,
And the thing is, the script is, it's not an in-depth script, but just what he went through and the emotion you see on his face. We really liked it. The Revenant was really good. My husband and I saw it together. He has really grown on me, and
he really
and
has.
I've just been more and more impressed with what I've seen with him. And The Revenant was just beautiful. I loved it.
Well, I saw the Danish Girl. Was it the Danish Girl?
Yes.
Oh, did you?
And I never really saw Eddie Redmayne in anything before, and I was fascinated. Talk about facial expressions and.
I
Oh
hear
my
he's
God.
absolutely
There was a
wonderful.
woman in the movie, right?
He was a man. He was a man who transgender.
Okay.
And he did a fabulous job, and it was a really good movie. And there was a lot of
he's
people
a
in it
great
I've never
actor.
heard of before. Sometimes I see these people, and I go, "They're so good." I think, "What are they doing all the other time?" You know?
The woman who,
They're wondering the same thing.
They want to know that
the
about
woman
us,
who played
too.
his wife was in a movie I actually saw with Jamie the other day.
Yes. I heard
She was a not animatronic woman. She was an AI woman. What the
Artificial
heck?
intelligence.
Yes. What the heck was that movie? Oh.
I don't know, but she's coming
Jamie's
out.
going, I was there.
She's coming out in another
Anyway.
really popular movie that was a popular book, but I don't remember what it was. But anyway, so I didn't see any other movies, so it'll be interesting to watch the Oscars. But Eddie Redmayne was fantastic.
He better not take it from
What
my
have you
boy
seen,
Leo.
From
Sheila?
Leo. I haven't seen anything lately.
I
Isn't that a
haven't
shame?
either.
I have
just-
not gotten out. Everything I watch is at home, so unfortunately I'm not as familiar as I should be. But I do know that I did watch snippets of things. You know, I always see movie trailers, and I'm gonna go with Leo. I gotta go with my.
How
boy.
far away
He
are we?
gets
Is it
it.
this weekend?
I think it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, not a lot of time to see anything.
No.
Yeah, unless you binge watch.
Yeah.
So have a binge-watching week of Oscar-nominated movies and get back to us online with your predictions.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, my goodness. Well, this kind of is not a topic anymore, but it was, and it could be again. What's up with drivers in this county in bad weather?
Why, right? Stay home.
Indeed. If
I
you
have a
can't-
crazy friend, and I love him dearly, but he loves to drive in the snow. It's like, no.
There's nothing wrong with
stop.
driving in the snow if you drive in the snow, but
No.
And yeah, I don't know what it's called that they're doing, but
Stay
yeah.
home.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
stay
come
home
out.
as much as possible.
I see flakes, I'm done. Like, I get under my bed. I'm not even kidding. I'm done with the snow. I'm
you know,
over it.
I saw a picture of you building a snowman.
No, you didn't. That was my twin. That wasn't me.
Oh my goodness. Well, before we run out of time here, I want to see if anybody. I want to say. Remember. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Any announcements they'd like to?
Yes, musical season for high schools is upon us. Go, yes, go support your high school musical. They are doing great things. I'm going to plug several of them, then super plug Twin Valley. Coming up the weekend of March 18th through the 20th is Antietam with Pippin. Berks Catholic has Annie the same weekend. And then it's Twin Valley with The Wizard of Oz, April 7th through the 10th. Yes, you heard right. We are doing 4 shows, including some special events. Give me a ring-a-ding. I'll hook you up. It's going to be a show you can't miss. Oli is doing Curtains, which we have done, and it's a great show. April 15th to the 16th. That same weekend is like musical central. So it's Oli with Curtains, Exeter with Anything Goes, Daniel Boone with High School Musicals, shout out to Ryan, Reading with Aida, and that's all that same weekend. And then Why I'm Missing
Aida
is
what?
doing
Never mind.
Ham Sandwich. And then Why I'm Missing is doing Music Man April 29th and 30th. So some really good shows coming up at some great schools. Support your high school musical theater because they would love to see you there. Tell them Nicole sent you.
Shrek at Conrad Weiser. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and we'll put some information on the website for that too with how to order tickets. And all of these schools, by the way, are participating in the Why Nots in May, which you should also come and support.
Same as Shrek at Conrad Weiser. I don't know the weekend,
Shrek
but
is coming.
it's coming.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have all of them. This is just what I got from the
Shrek
Why
at
Not
Conrad
committee.
Weiser's coming up soon.
Anything
Keep an
else?
eye out for
Anything
it.
coming up that you know of? Oops. Yes. Any events that are coming up in your life or?
No, I don't have anything to report today. She
All
did a
right.
great job.
I don't
with high
either.
school
Yeah,
You
Nicole
did.
like blasted everyone. That was
I can
great.
talk more about Twin Valley.
No,
Show.
My daughter was in all her
It's a
high
slow
school
month.
musicals, and it really means so much to the kids. I mean, it's great to watch.
It's
They
such
do
a good
amazing
outlet.
things with the high school musicals now, and they do so many cool things with it. But what the kids get out of it is amazing.
That's wonderful.
And that's, I just had a meeting with my kids today, and that's what I said to them, because we're doing some big stuff this year. Every year we do a senior citizen show the Wednesday before. It's a full breakfast and then the show. We're doing a specialty dinner the Friday night. We're doing a children's brunch Sunday of the show.
Goodness.
And the way I say it to them, the show changes every year. It's not the show you do. That's a variable that plugs in and out. It's the experience you have. It's the emotions you feel. It's the friends you meet. It's the fun.
Friendships that are built.
And
is
then
the huge
it's a
thing about
community
it.
event. It gives people belief in their school that these kids are doing amazing things.
When Wilson did Wizard of Oz, they had a tremendous kids
beautiful.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we're hoping for.
A couple of my friends were in that show, and they did a great job.
Yeah.
We want a good audience, and you know, it's good to support these kids because they work hard. I can tell you, my kids are working their butts off,
Yeah,
and I know
they
all
do.
the other schools' kids are too.
There's so much time
And the
put into
musicians,
these shows.
that participate,
Yeah.
to show the kids behind the
Oh,
scenes.
indeed.
There's so much
It's
pride
such
in this.
an amazing organism that has to come together to do that.
It
And I do
really
have to
is.
say that, just a quick shout out, our friend Kirk is in at Dutch Apple Dinner Theater.
Clue.
With lovely dinner, playing Colonel Mustard, of all things, in Clue, the musical.
Oh my gosh, I never heard of it.
Oh, it's based on the board game. It's not based on the movie. I saw it the other night. It was, you get to play along and figure out who's the killer. And
So excited,
Nicole's,
you don't
I'm
even
told,
know.
is going on Friday. I
Yes,
think.
date night for me and hubby. We're going Friday. I am so excited.
But that's up at Dutch Apple in Lancaster, dutchapple.com, I believe. And that's what he's doing. He's never around. I see Jamie, but I never see him. So
He's busy.
he is. Oops, we have another tweet. Oh. Becca's niece is in the ensemble in your show.
Oh, woohoo!
All right. Well, we're coming down to that last minute. We thank you always, as always, for being part of our wonderful That's What She Said family. And thank you to BCTV.org is the website, but BCTV for
Our
being
home away from home.
our wonderful home away from home indeed.
Yeah.
And especially tonight to Lindsay, Joan, and Amber. And I have Tyler down here, but I think he's left, hasn't he?
No.
Oh, he's still here?
He's here.
Oh, well, Tyler, I'm sorry. But yes, thank
about all
you
those
so
home
much.
viewers?
And
That was
remember,
fun.
please support BCTV because they give us a home. They give so many wonderful places, so many organizations home here. And our next show is on Monday, March 28th. Of course, at 9 p.m. And BCTV has a dance party telethon coming up on March 5th. On March 5th. Check out their website, bctv.org, for more information. And we'd like to say goodbye.
Bye. Have a great rest of the month.